Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. So in this one, I wanted to do a Sim speed build. I love making tiny homes in The Sims, so I was like, why not do a speed build? And it's December, so why not make it Christmas themed? I love watching speed builds on YouTube. It's like one of my favorite things ever. I don't know why, I'm just so obsessed with it. So I wanted to make one. And yeah, I had a vision of how I wanted this build to look. So it looks like a little wonky right now, but I promise it'll all come together. I'm actually really happy with how this build ended up coming out, and I hope you guys like it too. So I started out by just building the base of the house and like the how I wanted it to look kind of. And then I started working on a porch. So this is a tiny house, so there isn't a lot of space to work with. But I did still build it on like a little bit of a bigger lot. I think it's like 20 by 20. So I had more space for the outside, which I ended up liking the way I did that. So here I'm working on the exterior of the house. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the walls, but I ended up doing a white brick in the front and back and then like red on the sides. At first I was like, oh, is this red too bright? But it's a Christmas house. It has to be a Christmas red. But now I'm working on like the top of the porch, like the porch covering. I don't know what it's called, but this roof, like the roof in the middle, was giving me so many issues. And because like it also intersects with the top floor, it like it gave me issues later when I was working on that floor. And it was a lot, but it's okay because it did still end up coming out good. Now I'm working on the windows. The windows, I also had like no clue what windows I wanted to use. I had an idea. I knew I wanted to do a lot of windows like right there where I'm working on it, and I knew I wanted to do like a tall one and shorter ones on the side, but like, oh my god, it took me so long to figure out exactly how I like it. But I ended up changing it from these ones, yeah, right now, but I ended up going with like a way more open one, which I'm really happy with, because then there's also a lot of light in that room upstairs, because that room does end up being the bedroom, and I think it is perfect. Now I'm working on the porch and the door. I knew I wanted a green door, like an actual like green door. I had that in mind. I wasn't gonna change my mind. So the door took me a while to figure out. And then I do the rest of the windows. I decided I didn't want any windows on really like the back of the house. I think that it looks better that way. I almost went with that door because I had a wreath on it, but it wasn't a Christmas wreath, so I didn't end up going with it. But it took me so long to figure out the door. But the door that I went with, I am very happy with it. I think it looks really good. That is the door if you saw it. But now I'm placing the rest of the windows. It took me, again, a while to figure out how I wanted these windows. I feel like windows usually take me a while because like there's so many different ways you can do them, but it like what looks the best. But here I just did the chimney. I just put like cobblestone around it. And now I'm doing the stairs. The stairs didn't really take me that long. I knew I wanted to do like black stairs and then also wood on the porch. And I wanted to do like a more rustic kind of wood and not a like perfect wood. So I used this one from Horse Ranch, which I really like. That rug that you just saw with the snowflakes, I literally used that rug I think like 3 or 4 times because it had so many good swatches for Christmas. And yeah, like, sorry about it. It's such a good rug. I actually use a lot of stuff from Seasons, which obviously because there's a lot of Christmas swatches and things like that from Seasons. But I put like those flower boxes on the side and I was like, no, I need like some kind of red flowers. So those ones have red flowers, and I like the white box a lot more than like the red box because the red wasn't the same shade, or like, I don't know, it wasn't the same shade as the wall on the back, so it was kind of different and it was bothering me. So I'm glad I went with the white box. Here I'm doing like a path around the house, like a cobblestone kind of path almost, which actually ended up being covered by the snow because like it'll snow later and you can't really see it on the gallery, but that's fine. By the way, if you want to download this house, it's on the gallery. My username is Smoodie05, so SMOODIE05. That's me, Smoodie05. For the landscaping, I knew I wanted to do like some kind of Christmas tree. I wanted to do actual Christmas trees, but they had tree skirts around, so I was like, oh, I don't want the tree skirts here. So I just did normal evergreen trees, and I still think it turned out really good. For decorating the porch, I just put a lot of presents, which I think is so cute, and the wreath is so cute. That rug that I ended up going with outside, I changed the swatch of it. The red snowflakes like weren't giving me enter this Christmas home, and I didn't even look at the other swatches. I don't know why, but that I do change the swatch. That fireplace was so perfect. Obviously, I used a lot of stuff from like the free holiday pack just because obviously it had a lot of Christmas stuff, and it's free, so anyone can get it and use it. But I put like this wall in the middle to separate. I was gonna put the bathroom there, which I did put the bathroom there. I had a lot of issues with that. And then also the stairs. Oh my god, since the upstairs is like such a small area and like the roofing and stuff, I was struggling so much with the stairs. But I did end up figuring out how I liked it, and I just did like, I didn't do any crosses on the stairs. It was just like straight up the stairs. I also am just now realizing there is no railings on the stairs at all. I am just now realizing that. So just be careful going up, you know? These cabinets from Cottage Living, the counters, I really liked those. They gave me Christmas vibes, and they had the perfect red swatch. So I was like, oh my god, I have to use these. And then like the stove and fridge are just basic white stove and fridges. I found a lot of Christmas decorations that I decorated the fireplace and stuff with, and I put those around. And then I found like this garland that I decorated the wall with, and the bow. Like I found that bow and I put it in the middle, and I was like, this is so cute and perfect. So there was a lot of decorations that I was like, I love these. And then I found a snowman, and I was like, let's take out some of these presents on the front and let's put snowmen. I also put a Christmas tree, but I changed it to the other corner of the house because I was like, wait, this is where I want the bathroom to go. At first I thought, oh, it has to be like the bed because the bed doesn't fit upstairs. So I would like try to put the bathroom upstairs, and it was just like a whole thing, and it looked really bad. And I was like, wait, the bed does fit up here and it's functional. So I didn't have to end up doing that. And I was cheering for joy. I was so happy. This table swatch was perfect. That light was perfect. The holiday pack really came in clutch for this build, and it's free. I was going to do red chairs for the dining table, but then I was like, no, this is too much. I'm going to do white chairs. The couch, I ended up finding a perfect couch. It was like green with red pillows. That one, I loved it so much. It was perfect. And that rug, I was going to use it. And then I found that swatch, and I was like, oh my god, I have to put that swatch outside. So that's what I did. And then this rug was perfect because I didn't want to do like a too busy rug because the fireplace was kind of busy. So I wanted more of a plain rug, and that white one with the red lines was so good. The bed, I was looking at so many beds. I wanted to find like the perfect swatch. And I ended up going with this green one right there. I do like that one, but I didn't really find like a perfect swatch. But that's okay. I still end up liking it. But yeah, I do put the bed there for now, but I do end up changing it, don't worry, because the bathroom, like just having this open bathroom upstairs was a little odd. But that's where I use that red snowflake swatch. I think it looks a lot better over there than the front door, because the front door needs to be like Christmas. That one's just giving like, oh, like winter Christmas kind of, but the other one that I changed it to is very much giving Christmas. So now I'm trying to work on the upstairs, and I'm like, how am I going to do this? Because like, it's in such a weird place to put a bathroom. Like, it's just open, and I was struggling, and I just like put down the necessities, and I was like, this looks horrible. And then I was like, let me try and test the bed, and that did work. So good, don't worry guys, that does not end up being the bathroom. Yeah, like it just looked so bad, and like what even is that? Like, what am I looking at? That looks horrible. I was trying out so many things, and I was like, how am I gonna do this? Like, this is horrible. I don't want to do this, you know? So I put the bed up there, and it ended up working, and I was very, very happy about that. So I moved like the winter paintings up there too, and I also put more of the garland on the wall. I really like that garland actually. And then I realized I could also fit a dresser up there, so I found a dresser. The one that I ended up going with is green. I think it's from like the Dream Home Decorator pack, if I'm correct. I didn't use a ton of packs for this build, so if you wanted to download it, don't worry if you don't have a lot of packs. But I did use a lot of seasons, and I also used the free pack. That's a free pack, you know? So yeah, now I'm putting a desk here in the corner, and I think it's functional, but honestly, I have no clue. I have no clue if it's functional. But it looks like it could be functional. So I don't know, we'll see. But now I'm down here working on the bathroom. I first had to find curtains because that's a big window and a sim needs a curtain. But first I put down like the basic stuff because that's what I always do when I'm like starting a room, and then I'll decorate it. So these are the curtains I ended up going with. I actually really like them. They're just plain red, which I like. And so I wanted another green door. I really like the green door. because there was a lot of red and there wasn't as much green going on. And obviously, like red and green, we need both of those colors. I My goal with this build was to not make it look too busy, and I think I succeeded in that. I'm really happy with how this came out. And then oh my god, the welcome wagon showed up, but I was just trying to put up these decorations. I was really struggling. And then the mailbox that I found, I almost went with that mailbox, and I was like, oh my god, there's a Christmas mailbox. I have to use this. It looks so good. And the decorations ended up looking so pretty. And then I did put like that winter speaker from the holiday pack there. And yeah, I almost put windows in the back, but I was like, I don't like how this looks. So I just ended up not doing that. Here I'm just doing the final touches, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoy the screenshots.